What is up, everybody? Today, we are diving deep into the world of the unknown, the mysterious, the legendary. We're talking about real-life creatures that some people believe are out there roaming the earth right now. All right, enough chit-chat, let's get right into it. First up, we got a classic, the one and only Bigfoot. You know him, you might even love him, but have you ever him? That's the real question, isn't it? Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is like the celebrity of the monster world. He's rumored to live in the forests of North America, hiding from all those pesky cameras and scientists. Imagine being Bigfoot for a second. You're just trying to live your best life in the woods, munching on some berries, maybe taking a nap in a comfy pile of leaves, and bam! There's some hiker snapping your picture. No privacy, man. But hey, maybe Bigfoot just wants to be left alone. Coming up next, we're diving into the deep end with the legend of the Loch Ness Monster. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, strap in because we're heading over to Scotland to visit the one and only Nessie. You know, the Loch Ness Monster. This creature is shrouded in mystery, kind of like Bigfoot, but instead of chilling in the woods, Nessie prefers the chilly waters of Loch Ness. Some people think Nessie is a plesiosaur, a type of prehistoric marine reptile that somehow survived extinction. Others think it's just a giant fish, or maybe even a really big log. The important thing is, the legend of Nessie lives on. Up next, we're heading to the Americas for a creature that's a little more bloodthirsty. Let's just say you don't want to leave your goats unattended with this one around. Alright folks, things are about to get real. We're talking about the Chupacabra, a creature rumored to roam parts of the Americas, from the southern United States all the way down to Chile. Now the Chupacabra isn't your average cryptid. This thing is notorious for its taste for blood, specifically livestock. Farmers beware. Imagine waking up one morning, going out to your barn and finding all your chickens drained of blood. That's the kind of fear the Chupacabra inspires. Some say it's a hairless dog-like creature with sharp claws and spines. Others describe it as a reptilian being with glowing red eyes. Whatever it is, it's definitely earned its nickname Goatsucker. We've got plenty more monsters to cover, so let's move on to something a little less messy. Chapter 4. Mothman, Legend of the Skies. From the depths of Loch Ness to the blood-soaked farms of the Americas, we now find ourselves soaring through the skies with Mothman. This enigmatic creature has captured the imagination of many, becoming a symbol of mystery and intrigue. This winged wonder was first spotted in West Virginia back in the 1960s, and let me tell you, the stories are wild. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a large humanoid figure with wings spanning over 10 feet. People have described seeing a creature with a man-like body, glowing red eyes, and massive wings. These sightings often occurred at night, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Imagine looking up at night and seeing this thing flying overhead. The sheer terror of encountering such a being is unimaginable. That's the stuff of nightmares, right? Yet for some, these encounters were all too real, leaving them shaken and bewildered. But some people believe Mothman isn't a monster at all. They argue that he might be a misunderstood guardian. Some say he's a protector, a harbinger of doom, warning people of impending disasters. His presence could be a sign to take caution, like maybe he saw a bridge about to collapse or something and tried to warn everyone. These theories add another layer to the Mothman legend. Who knows? Maybe Mothman is just misunderstood. Perhaps he's not the villain he's made out to be. Whatever the case, Mothman remains one of the most intriguing cryptids out there. His story continues to fascinate and terrify in equal measure. Get ready to meet the Jersey Devil, another legend that will leave you questioning what's truly out there. Chapter 5. The Jersey Devil, a bizarre mystery. Okay guys, we're diving headfirst into the weird and wacky with this one. Buckle up because we're talking about the Jersey Devil. This creature is like a Frankenstein's monster of the animal kingdom. Seriously, it's said to have the head of a horse, the body of a kangaroo, bat wings, a forked tail, and sometimes even glowing red eyes. This creature is said to roam the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, which is already a pretty spooky place, even without a horse-kangaroo-bat hybrid running around. Some say the Jersey Devil is the result of a witch's curse, while others believe it's just a misidentified crane or heron. Whatever it is, the Jersey Devil has become a legend in New Jersey, and it's not hard to see why. Chapter 6. Yeti Myth of the Mountains. Alright guys, we're leaving the Garden State behind and heading to the tallest mountain range in the world, the Himalayas. This majestic range stretches across 5 countries and is home to some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. And you know what that means, right? We're talking about the Yeti, also known as the abominable snowman. This creature has been a part of Himalayan folklore for centuries, captivating the imaginations of adventurers and locals alike. This legendary creature is said to roam the snowy peaks of the Himalayas, leaving behind giant footprints and striking fear into the hearts of even the most experienced climbers. These footprints have been the subject of numerous expeditions and scientific studies. Imagine you're scaling Mount Everest. The wind is howling, the snow is blinding, and suddenly you see a set of massive footprints in the snow. The sheer size of these prints would make anyone's heart race. You look up, and there it is, a towering figure covered in white fur, staring at you with piercing blue eyes. This image has been described in countless tales and sightings over the years. Some believe the Yeti is a type of giant ape, related to Bigfoot, a creature said to inhabit the forests of North America. The similarities between the two have fueled many debates and theories. While others think it's just a bear or a snow leopard, these animals are well adapted to the harsh conditions of the Himalayas and could easily be mistaken for something more mysterious. But hey, who knows? Maybe there's something out there in those mountains. Something big, something hairy, and something that definitely doesn't want to be found. The mystery of the Yeti continues to intrigue and inspire, leaving us to wonder what secrets the Himalayas still hold. Chapter 7. Kraken Terror of the Deep. Hold on to your hats, everyone, because we're diving back into the ocean. And this time, we're facing a creature that's bigger, badder, and way more terrifying than anything we've seen so far. The Kraken is not just a myth. It's a legend that has haunted the seas for centuries. That's right, we're talking about the Kraken. This legendary sea monster is said to dwell off the coasts of Norway and Greenland, and it's the stuff of sailors' nightmares. Stories of the Kraken have been passed down through generations, each tale more terrifying than the last. Imagine this: you're sailing across the open ocean, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, when suddenly, the water around your ship starts to churn violently. The once calm sea turns into a boiling cauldron, and you realize something massive is lurking beneath the waves. Some believe the Kraken is a giant squid or octopus, while others think it's something even more monstrous. The sheer size and power of this creature have led to countless theories and speculations. I mean, can you imagine a creature so big it could drag a ship to the bottom of the ocean? The Kraken's tentacles are said to be able to wrap around entire vessels, pulling them into the abyss. That's the power of the Kraken, my friends, and it's a power that has terrified sailors for centuries. From ancient mariners to modern-day seafarers, the legend of the Kraken continues to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to venture into its domain. Chapter 8. The Dover Demon, Small but Mighty Creepy. Okay, so we've had our fair share of giant monsters for one day. So let's take a break from the colossal creatures and talk about something a little smaller, a little stranger, and a lot creepier. Get ready to meet the Dover Demon. This little guy was first spotted in Dover, Massachusetts, back in the 1970s, and it's been freaking people out ever since. Now, the Dover Demon isn't your typical monster. It's not big and scary like Bigfoot or the Kraken. In fact, it's pretty small, about the size of a child. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in pure creepiness. Imagine seeing this thing in the dead of night. A hairless, bipedal creature with long, spindly fingers, glowing orange eyes, and a head shaped like a watermelon. Chapter 9. Bunyip Lurking in the Shadows. Alright guys, we're heading down under for this one, to the land of kangaroos, koalas, and the bunyip. This creature comes straight out of Australian Aboriginal mythology, and it's said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, and creeks, just waiting to snatch up unsuspecting prey. Now, the bunyip is a shapeshifter, meaning it can take on many different forms. Some describe it as a dog-like creature with flippers, while others say it resembles a walrus with a crocodile's snout. Talk about confusing, right? But one thing's for sure, you don't want to go swimming in a billabong if you hear the bunyip's blood-curdling roar echoing through the night. Imagine this, you're camping out in the Australian outback, the stars are out, you're telling ghost stories around the campfire, when suddenly you hear a splash in the nearby billabong. Chapter 10. Mongolian Death Worm, the Stuff of Nightmares. Alright folks, we've reached the final monster on our list, and let me tell you, this one is a doozy. We're talking about the Mongolian deathworm, a creature so terrifying it makes the Chupacabra look like a cuddly puppy. This thing is said to inhabit the Gobi Desert, and it's not something you want to mess with. Imagine a giant worm, several feet long, with a bright red body and razor-sharp teeth. Oh, and did I mention it can spit acid and deliver electric shocks? Yeah, this thing is basically a living, breathing nightmare. Legend has it that the Mongolian deathworm buries itself in the sand, waiting for unsuspecting prey to wander too close. Outrow until next time, monster hunters! Well, there you have it, folks. 10 real-life monsters that might actually exist. Which one freaked you out the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and don't go wandering into any creepy forests or swimming in any mysterious lakes.